The Global Designer settings is exactly what it sounds like. It allows us to configure the general settings for the designer and how it will work across not only our websites, but our affiliate websites and Business Hub. Now, when it comes to the settings of the design tool, realize that there are multiple levels that we can allow it to go and configure. So right off the bat, we can allow stores to override the settings that we can configure here within the Global Designer settings. So then these Global Designer settings, we can choose how the text options, the image options work, the team name options, the designer area toolbar, the area selector zoom behavior, the loading behavior, and the design options. A couple quick things. The design options. If your business offers one-off full color printing like wide format or sublimation or some type of thing like that, you might want to allow your customers to upload from Instagram and Facebook because you'll be using a lot of photos. Secondly, when it comes to image options and text options, I'm a big fan of showing advanced options from the get-go. I find them to be less distracting and more helpful when necessary. I'd rather know that the tool is there and not need it as a customer than need the tool and not realize that it's actually there. Okay, now I said this is multiple levels. Now, again, you can allow the customer to, your affiliates to override these settings within their website, or we can actually go into the decoration processes and view how it even goes further back in our perspective and configure what file types are allowed at each level. So we have our in-storefront designer. That's what the customers will use on any front end of any affiliate website. Then we have creating a decorated product, which is the back end of the affiliate websites where we create the pre-decorated retail products. And then in Business Hub, pretty much everything is typically possible. So we can choose what file formats are capable of being uploaded at each level and also what permitted design types from our stock designs. Now, it doesn't even stop just here as far as what file types can be used in the design tool, but we also could come into the designer settings for each decoration process and then choose where text designs and what all is possible at each level and for that specific process. So when it comes to the global designer settings, realize you need to look at the decoration processes within the general settings, the designer settings, and then again where we were within the global designer settings of the website. Outside of the global designer settings, we have global font management. What the global font management section allows us to do is to turn off or upload our own custom fonts to be made available for either printing or embroidery. And not only can we choose to upload a font for printing, we can actually designate which processes can use it. Now, the global font management settings are more probably important towards the embroidery side of things because there are certain fonts that simply do not sew very well versus printing. If you're going to digitally print or if you're going to screen print, typically almost every font is in play. If you're going to have to cut it or use rhinestone or something like that, then not every font's going to be into play. So it's more of the unique kind of cut-based printing methods that we're going to have to turn on certain fonts or choose to make them available or not available. Within the embroidery font section, you will notice that a lot of Japanese fonts right off the bat that are not the easiest to sew and may not have much relevancy to you, you might want to turn off. But overall, there's a great collection of fonts. By coming back here, you can see what all fonts has available for both printing and embroidery. And then if you want to, you can always come to upload custom font and then upload your own font. But again, you must confirm the copyright permission that you have the rights to be using that font and uploading it into DecoNetwork. If you have any questions about the Global Designer settings, please do not hesitate contacting us. Thank you.